particular section of the Benson CCA 200 Mini training, we'll be covering 4 sections. The first section being startup sequence. The second is to add a name or a company name, and this will show up on your company reports. The third section is the audiogram configuration. That's just to change some of the settings of the program. Lastly, we'll be going through some of the icons that you'll be using. And this section will be called the software summary. So let's get into it. So as you can see here, we have the CCA 200 icon. Go ahead and double click on that to start the program. From here, a dialog box should appear labeled as welcome. The username will be administrator. However, there will be no password setup, so we can just go ahead and click on OK. And that'll conclude our startup sequence. And then we'll wait for the main screen to come on. So this is our main operating screen here. First things we want to do is to set up or add a company. Here, click on File. Then we'll select Company from the drop-down menu. Once you've done that, company dialog box should appear. And then we can enter in our company name, the address, city, state, country, zip code. Once you're happy with everything in this particular section here, you click on OK. It may ask you to reanalyze the audiograms, and this will just make sure that your company information is up to date on all the audios that you print out. Go ahead and select yes. Next, we have the audiogram configuration. And in order to make changes, we need to select the audiometer tab. And from there, we'll select the third option from the bottom up, labeled audiogram configuration. Once we have that selected, the audiogram configuration window will open up, and we'll see 2 selections, the CCA standard test, then the CCA standard test with 8 Hertz. These are both generated by Benson, and because they're made by the manufacturer, we cannot modify or delete standard settings. So we have to, before anything, excuse me, you must duplicate prior to making any changes. We need to duplicate those settings. Once we duplicate, it'll be labeled as a copy. From there, we highlight the copy, and then we select modify. Once we've done that, the modify audiogram configurations dialog box will come up. And there are essentially 2 selections that we want to turn off. The first being the keep busy box located in the middle there. Then the semi-automatic manual mode. Once we've deselected these 2 boxes, we can go ahead and click OK. And then we can also close out of the audiogram configurations list. And now we're all set. Lastly, any of the icons that we generally, or any functions that we generally use are located on the top taskbar here. We have some icons. And when we go to hover over these icons, if we forget what they are, the actual description will show up. So the first one being find subject, add subject, modify subject, delete subject, add audiogram, modify audiogram, delete audiogram, print audiogram, assign audiometer subject, print and save audiogram, start audiogram, stop audiogram, clear audiogram, microphone on, microphone off, in manual mode. And that concludes this section of the training.